Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. A little late today, but still gonna get a video out. If you're new to the channel, this is the Top Dash and Tommy channel. My name is Tommy. I give a perspective of what it's like to be a top dasher in my three markets that I work in: Sonoma County, Napa County, and sometimes, like today, Clear Lake, California. So today wasn't a super long day. I went out to Clear Lake for about an hour or so. Did about 3 deliveries. Made about $30. I watched now. So I watched the app all morning. I got up about 7:30 this morning and started watching the app to see if it was busy out in Clear Lake, because I wanted to make sure to hit it at the right time before it got too hot. So I kept watching. It was gray for a couple hours. Finally, around 9:30, 9:45, it got red and the busy icon was over it. And about 10 minutes later, the very busy icon showed. So I hopped in the car, drove 10 minutes to Clear Lake, and started dashing. Got an order right away for Subway. In fact, yeah, I did two new merchants today in Clear Lake. In one of my previous videos, I told you the 3 merchants I had done in Clear Lake so far had been McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Two Sisters Coffee Shop. So today I had 2 new merchants. Subway, first time I had picked up for Subway, and also Rite Aid prescription delivery. Second time I've done a prescription delivery, but the first time I've done one in Lake County. And that wasn't my first Subway delivery of all time. That was just my first time I'd done a Subway delivery in Lake County. So now I know for sure there are 5 merchants for sure active on the DoorDash platform in Clear Lake. So I'm still waiting on a KFC order. I'm still waiting on a Jack in the Box. Still waiting on a Carl's Jr. And then I will know that all of the restaurants in Clear Lake are on the app and are merchants. So anyways, run through what my stats are. They didn't really change too much because I only did 3 deliveries today. So still at 4.99 customer rating. So let's see. Will we become a 5-star man this week? A few more days, and well, we got a lot of more days in the week to find out. Tomorrow will be a long day. I really would like to try to do 12 hours tomorrow. We'll just see what time I wake up and what time I get out on the road. But I would like to do 12 hours tomorrow. We'll see. So customer rating still at 4.99. Acceptance rate is still at 97%. It's had the 2 declines yesterday. Completion rating is at 98% because I had the one assigned from that horrible Denny's experience on the other day. On-time percentage is still 91%, and I am 4 deliveries away from hitting 3,500 lifetime deliveries. I'd like to maybe try to get 3,600 lifetime deliveries by the end of this week. We'll see. So, getting 5 stars, maybe making 1,500, at least making 1,000, and trying to get to 3,600 lifetime deliveries will be my main goals for this week. We'll just have to see how that shakes out. Issues I ran into. I had to call support twice on the same delivery. Yep, I had to call support twice on the same delivery. One thing I learned today, which I'm really going to try to use to help me out in future dashes and future days on the road, is you need to call support before you get upset. If the app's pissing you off, app's getting you mad, whatever's happening, it's not letting you confirm a delivery, it's not letting you pick up, it's not, the app, the navigation's not loading. My case today, it wasn't allowing me to mark that had arrived at the store. And I've already picked, I've picked the order up already. And so that's why I realized that you need to call support before you get mad, because then you don't want to call support when you're mad. Basically, I arrived at Subway for my first order, and when I pulled up, it wasn't loading on the arrive at the store. The button wasn't working there. So what I went ahead and did was I hit I heard someone call it this today, the hamburger icon, which I think that's kind of cool, or kind of funny. So I hit that hamburger icon in the top corner, and it was able to bring up the customer's name, so I still knew at least who the customer's name was. So I was able to go in there and say, hey, yeah, I have the pickup for so-and-so, and they gave it to me. At this time, I'm still trying to let the thing process and say that I've at least arrived at the store, put the order in my hot bag, and I start to drive off, hoping that maybe I can get some better service, and it just wasn't happening. So finally, I called support up before I got mad, told them what was going on. They were able to do whatever they did to where now the order's picked. I closed my app, opened it, the order's picked up, and we were good to go. Drive about 10 minutes to where the delivery's supposed to go to drop it off, and now it's not allowing me to complete the delivery. So I had to call support again. I call them up, and they say, oh yeah, no, well, the reason, this isn't showing, they're saying from their end now that the delivery's been completed. I go, okay, well, it's not allowing me to complete it from my end. And they go, okay, well, go ahead and force close your app. Mind you, I'm driving right now. I'm driving away from the customer. The customer lived out in the middle of nowhere on a rural road, so I'm trying to drive back into town. They asked me to force close the app. I do that. I try to bring it back up. I just have a blank white screen. Now, I'm not going to fully blame this on the app, because I realized as I looked at my phone, and I've never had this happen in Clearlight before. I've never had this issue before, so I'll have to keep an eye on it. I noticed that my phone said it said on the top, it said extended service, where the bars were. It basically was acting like I was in an area, like I was in the mountains. I was in an area with no service, or I was out at the ocean or something like that. I was in an area with no service. It was acting like I was driving in the mountain, like it was acting like I had left my home and it started playing a podcast on my phone. And then I started the podcast as I was, as I had service and was driving. And then I went into an area with no service, etc. Or an example, I drive over Mount St. Helena to get into Santa Rosa to start dashing down there. I drive over Mount St. Helena. It would say on my phone while that podcast is playing, extended, Verizon extended, because I'm, it's using a little extra to, I don't know what the deal is, but it was acting like I had I was acting like I was in an area with no service, but I still had service. Very strange. I've never had that issue before in Clear Lake. It's something I'm going to check tomorrow once I get to Napa and see if my phone's doing the same thing. So I've never had that happen in Napa. So very, very strange. Very strange. It just made my app and my phone and everything just run a little bit, acting like I had no service when it did. I was also concerned because I thought I couldn't load my mileage app, and actually I had driven one of my routes was quite a bit of miles, because Clear Lake's a small area, or not a small area, but it's a spread out rural area. So I thought I'd lose my mileage. Luckily, once I got back to my home where the Wi-Fi was, all my mileage loaded back up on my app. But yeah, very strange. You know, never fun having to call support, especially twice on the same delivery. It's never fun to have to call them twice in one day, but twice on the same delivery. Ugh. But, you know, everything worked out. We made a few bucks, and we are all set to go out and hopefully be out on the road for 12 hours tomorrow. And I will be back with my recap for you on that. So this has been Top Dash and Tommy. Thank you, and good night.